What's up guys and welcome back to another replay cast. Today's game is between Flash and Jaedong. That's right man, I can just never ever get enough of these two playing. I'm very happy to say that I've got a decent bank of games between the two of them saved up. This one is on Litmus, played in August of 2025. It was a show match. You can see you've got Royal, Bisu, Effort and TY all here as observers. So there'll be a lot of eyeballs on this game, a lot of attention. So I've got no doubt that these two would have put up an awesome show for us. It's a weird map, Litmus, the double gas. The map didn't last, but it sure did produce a couple of fun games. So yeah, man, Broodwar. What a time to be alive. It is the 24th of April today. And it is looking like if the stars align, and it does require Flash to beat Snow, and it does require Jaedong to beat Light. But if that happens, then these two will clash in the round of 4 in ASL 21. And that is going to be the most hype thing that has probably happened to Broodwar in the last 10 years or so. Maybe less, maybe more. So there's also a possibility that Snow, of course, beats Flash. And then we have Snow versus Jaedong in the semi-final. That could also be pretty fun. All I'm saying is it is just awesome to be a Broodwar fan right now. The coverage that we are getting of ASL from all the various casters and people that are active in the community has been absolutely brilliant. I think we're all spoiled as Broodwar fans. And if this game, if you're watching this after ASL 21 is done and dusted, it's Flash versus Jaedong, bro. I mean, there's absolutely nothing to lose. Everybody wins for sure. So it's going to be a eBay block from Flash. Not quite as effective because Jaedong actually went pool first here. So should be able to tidy this up. He's then making his racks. He's go with a pretty early gas, which signals some sort of mech build. The game that these two did play in the round of 16, the Group of Death, was an awesome game where Flash went mech and Jaedong just had so many high finesse counters and plays like that. So obviously this game was played before that because we can't go back in time, we can't go forward in time and get replays from the past. So it's kind of funny to see when, where, and if these guys were kind of practicing these builds and ideas that they had. And also I'm kind of curious to see what does Flash do on a map with 2 gases. It does kind of lend itself to mech, doesn't it? You get the gas, it's pretty easy. You just push out and expand off of a vulture and off you go. So some Jaedonglings have moved forward. Expansion is now finally happening. Lair is well and truly on the way. So it looks like it's going to progress into a relatively normal game. Walled in here, but he can probably get out and around. No. Okay, so nice little tight wall from Flash. Jaedong's not going to be able to see all that much here. We're going to switch off his vision. So you can kind of see he can... No, wait. Let's not switch off his vision. Let's bring a potato. Switch off Flash's vision. There we go. So we can see, you can kind of just see there and not much else, which is interesting. So he doesn't quite know that it's mech, but considering his instincts, particularly of late, I'm pretty sure he has a sense that that's what's cooking. He's going Hydra in here. Oh my god, we are getting a really, really fun game. Shenanigans Central, guys. This is going to be a cheesy weezy one, and there's lots of players playing, or lots of players watching, so I think everyone's just getting hyped up in real time. By the way, how good is Jin, bro? Like, he just casts all the reactions from all the pros, translates it for us, like, only a handful of days after it's been played. Like, the service that he's doing that's to the community is really great. If you haven't checked him out, Jin BW, I think it is, on YouTube. And I mean, the guy is just awesome. What he's doing to translate the pros' reactions, it really does give you a sense of the occasion. It really does make you feel a little bit more part of it. So it's brilliant stuff that he's doing. I do strongly suggest that you check it out and give him a follow if you haven't already. Okay, so our mech is out and about. Flash, the best player with vultures in the world. Absolutely no doubt about that in my mind. We've gone Hydras, not as a lurker. Obviously, I was being stupid. Jaedong scouted that it was mech, or had a sense that it would be mech, so he went Hydra first, because Hydras are the best counter against mech. Obviously mutas are pretty useful as well, so we kind of see him hedging his bets here, playing a blend style between Hydras and mutas, which should serve him pretty well. And Flash is getting mines, he's making Goliath, so this is this Goliath open. It does kind of catch the Mutalisk counter attack, but at the same token will trade decently enough against the Hydras, although Flash might get a bit of damage here. He's got a lot of vultures, and suddenly Jaedong is in a bit of strife here. One single Hydralist left. He's going to lose a lot of drones if he isn't able to pull them all. He's kind of trying to buy time for himself, but what has he got in the production tab? A couple of mutas, and that's it. They're going to have to tidy up these fast vultures before they kill all these drones. And that was actually, for all intents and purposes, pretty well handled. The mines, though, are going to trip the eggs. Oh, wow. The mines kind of all just killed each other. Crazy, man. Spider mines will forever be a mystery, in my opinion. Weirdest freaking thing. Alrighty, so where do we go from here? Well, we have 15 drones only, so Flash definitely got some serious damage there. Against 29 SCVs, we are up to 2 factories. We're not sort of tech switching in any way, shape or form. We're still just on one base though, so this one base build on Litmus, kind of fun, but kind of weird. Like where and how do you measure the progress of the Terran? I mean, 31 SCVs, sort of never optimal. It's still just using the one gas. So you'd think that Jaedong is still very much in a shout here because of the lack of bases from Terran. It does not expand, as we say that. So this should put him into a scenario of parity. Vultures here poking in, but chases him away quick smart. So Flash wary of the fact that mutas are definitely going to be on the horizon sooner rather than later. And I think perhaps with the Mutalisk, with the map control that these Mutalisks give Jaedong now, he may look to expand and take a third base. Up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, 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 up, down. Still kind of keeping the mutas on his side of the map for the time being. Making some turrets, getting ready for action. Lots of Goliaths here. Do we have any upgrades? No, but we are getting +1 relatively soon. It does feel to me like Flash is building up to a timing here. It's just getting all these Goliaths together. Don't know if Jaedong is going to have enough to hold here. Has taken a third behind just having Mutalisk presence on the map. Picks up another loitering vulture. Could just be the mines as well that he's clearing off just to try and deny some vision. No scanners here as well, so Flash somewhat flying blind for the time being. Constantly staying active here with these mutas. Now got a stack of 11 plus the Overlord. Could try and fly around the back here and pick off SCVs. Oh wow. That's so many missiles, bro. Does get one, but the Goliaths can hit from both sides. And that did not go well. He traded out 3 mutas in exchange for, I think, best case scenario, 1 SCV. Not a good trade, any which way you slice it. Couple more vultures loitering around, trying to look for some drone kills. Let's get one. You got one there. Pretty well handled though by Jaedong. 87 plays 59. Still only 25 drones. Another upgrade on the way. Plus 2 attack and plus 1 defense on the go. As well as some more factories. So it's going to be probably maybe a 2-1 timing. Or 5 factories. Could be pretty strong. Could be really, really strong. Got himself some Sunkens here. Expecting Flash to probably look to press this newest source of income. Also fortifying the natural with some Sunkens as well. So killing heaps of drones here, Flash, just by being somewhat ahead. That eBay block, I think, really did a lot of damage as well. If we think back on how this game's progressed and how much that delayed Jaedong's build. Oh dear. Also just trading out 2 meters there for not much. So just posturing around here with these vultures. Another hatchery. So if Jaedong's allowed to macro up, I think he'll be fine. But I highly doubt that Flash will give him the time. Especially now that vessels are out, because that's going to nullify the impact of these mutalisks. And here we go, he starts to move out. And about to be 2-1 mech. It's going to be really hard to stop if you are Jaedong. Look how good you are. End of the day, a scary ball of Terran units is a scary ball of Terran units. Where will he press though is a big question. Probably have to be... I mean, either which way he goes, it's going to be containing Sunkens. He's actually expanded to a 3rd. And, I mean, I really don't think there's anything Jaedong can do about this. So, I think Flash has treated this as a get ahead and get further ahead kind of game. Dives on these Goliaths, but I don't think it's going to have quite enough here. That was a pretty insane engagement. So because he's out active on the map, trying to get some counter harassment here, has tucked away a few Goliaths behind the mineral line. And another radio goes off. So I think Flash handled that pretty well. Probably lost sort of 2-3 workers. Nothing that at this stage of the game is difficult to bounce back from quickly. So 85 plays 130. Couple of sleeping workers here. Let's pick up that somewhat lonely Goliath. It's gonna counter from both sides here and also potentially irradiate. This is dangerous. It's lots and lots of meters though, but that's pretty much all Jaedong's made. It's kind of just gone mass muta. He made Hydras initially. And now I was trying to play against this mech build with mutas, and we've seen that just doesn't work. Not when the irradiates come out and they're well targeted. You look after your science vessels as Terran, it just becomes almost impossible for Zerg. Does dive on here, but I don't think he's going to get much done. And that's the end of that. So just a very, very convincing win from Flash. A short one here in Litmus, fun one. I did kind of consider, should I do it, shouldn't I do it? You know what? I'm going to try and cover as many Flash versus Jaedong games as I can. If they do match each other in ASL 21 again, I will fast track the release of them. And if they don't, then I'll just release them kind of whenever I feel like it. But you can definitely look forward to as many matches between big rivals like Jaedong versus Flash, Jaedong versus Bisu, people like Sulky, Soma, Best, Mini, all of them. We want to try and have as many fun matchups, light, you know, as many of the greats that we have and that we can get access to on the channel. But we want to build real profiles, you know, like Snow versus Flash, Snow versus Jaedong, Snow versus Soma, Snow versus Sulky, Sulky versus Bisu. I think these are the types of matchups that people want to see continuously to see who has an edge. But for now, obviously, all the fuss is about Flash because it's his final ASL. So we'll continue to strategically release games that I think you guys are really going to enjoy watching. Another one will come out tomorrow. Until then, thank you so much for joining me today, guys, and I will see you soon. Bye!